What's up, all my friends out there? How's it going? I'm Enviraboy. We're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Revelio. It's fun. It's like the spell is doing the thing there. Yeah. Hi everyone. We're sitting here. We're playing Hogwarts Legacy here. I'm stoked to be sitting here just playing something chill and whimsical. I get confused sometimes about exactly where I am in terms of what's been like recorded and posted and all of that kind of stuff. But my dearest Ada, first I must know, are you all right? What a disaster our rendezvous was. I am truly sorry for all of this. It was wonderful to see you in person after all this time. I just cannot believe how quickly those foul goblin loyalists became aware of our presence and set upon us. They seem to possess some kind of dark magic that I do not understand. 'Tis a relief that you were able to disapparate quickly. I stayed and dealt with as many as I could, but left soon after. Why have these goblins taken over this area? What is it they are looking for? I know one thing. Soon no one will be safe here. My love, we spoke briefly of eloping. Have you given any more thought to it? It seems as if the time for such drastic action may be approaching. We must go somewhere new, so that we might start fresh. I have heard of a small magical communities in Norway, some in Spain as well. I care not where we go as long as I am with you. Send your response with the fastest owl. I must know that you are all right, and I must know whether you are ready and truly willing to elope. My love always, Tarek. Why do witches and wizards bother writing a letter when they could just apparate to each other and say all of that? It would be quicker than writing the letter. Like, if you have time to sit down and write the letter, and then, like, if you're worried, especially if you're worried about it being overtaken, like, why not just... Anyway, we have made our decision. We will be eloping this coming Monday. I have been in contact with a kindly old witch in Oslo who has agreed to give Tarek an apprenticeship. Shall be grateful for my knowledge of Wand Woods as well. We will be able to start anew. I shall miss my family, but leaving is their fault, not mine. They refused to accept Tarek for his background, and therefore they refused me. I shall leave a note. They can know that I've left and I am happy elsewhere with the love of my life. The starings of goblin loyalists, not to mention poachers and ashwinders, have made this place unsafe. I hope my family leaves eventually as well. Either way, Tarek and I, will finally be far away. I have not told Tarek yet, but I am with child. I will wait. It is the child born wizardly, Jesus Christ. He is born to the Virgin myself. No one will know. Tarek has to know. He doesn't know. I don't know. I cannot dare believe it. It shouldn't happen, but magical things are afoot. I will soon have a daughter or son of my own, a baby to raise with Tarek, safe in our new home. Perhaps one day, when they are of age, they will attend Hogwarts and bring our little family full circle. I am hopeful. The next journal entry I write will likely come from Norway. Goodbye, Morunweem. You will always be in my heart. Oh, there we go. Yeah, why do they bother writing letters? Probably because they can wave a wand and, like, the letter gets written for them, but... Oh, wait, that was the one or two. My dearest Ada, I pine for you, my love. Okay, we already kind of know what's going on with this, right? I cough locals lately. I have an idea. Thursday evening at dusk, will you apparate? Okay, yeah, I mean... yeah. Kitty, did they leave you? That's rude. That's... I don't like the idea that they left their pet cat behind. But I don't know how else I'm supposed to interpret this, because they left literally everything else behind, so, you know. But at any rate, where are we on the map? I don't even remember what I was doing. Why am I here? How did I get here? Where am I? Why am I here? I mean, like, for real, why am I here? I don't remember why I came here. Oh, wasn't it? I don't remember why I came here. Yeah, no, I genuinely actually don't remember why I came here. I feel like it had something to do with a quest maybe or something, but I want to go up here. I want to keep working our way down here and just finding things. I don't know. No, I don't. I just want to, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I feel like I've been kind of like bunching all of my recordings together well enough that yeah, they're all probably. Wait, what looks like trouble? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying such things? But I'm trying to recall. I think it's been fairly recent. I've been talking a lot about. Do I have Malo Sweet in my inventory before I even bother going over there? Okay, I know we've got those. Got 2 Malo Sweets. Good to know. All right. I've been struggling recently with just sort of like it sounds weird to say it this way. I don't know that most people would characterize it this way, but it's what makes sense in my brain. But dealing with like a bout of prolonged anxiety as of late. It's been really kicking my keister lately. It was kind of sparked when my kitty took a flying leap of faith off of the veterinary table and sprained his shoulder. As far as we can tell, he's fine. He's recovering. His shoulder's still a little wonky. He'll probably be limping for a few weeks. He's an old fella too. Healing's a little slow, but he's on the mend. He's getting a little better every day. I'm hopeful that when we go on recheck, we won't have to worry about anything, you know, like X-rays, or certainly not a surgical repair or anything. Is my hope. My hope is worst case scenario. They're just like, yeah, just give him a little bit more care. He's old. He might still have a limp, but he doesn't seem all that bothered by it. He certainly doesn't act like he's in pain. Dude's eating better than he has in ages. But at any rate, when it happened, it sort of sparked it off. It was sort of one of those, like, you know, too many straws on the camel's back type of situations. So pleasant surprise. But yeah, so it's been a bear trying to deal with all of that as of late. I need the Lumos here. Come here, fireflies. Come here, fireflies. You would not believe your eyes if this many fireflies. Oh, there's a whole ladder right there. All right. But yeah, so it's been. Oh shoot, I meant this one. It's been a rough go of it for me. The past week or so because of that. Because it like I say, it kind of popped it off, and the thing with my brain and my experience with anxiety is that something will trigger it, but then it will linger for you know, well beyond its welcome, far beyond its welcome, which I expect most people who struggle with anxiety would recognize. That's kind of how it always goes, where it just it's just like, no, we're sticking around and you can't tell us not to. We refuse. How do I get these guys? What on earth? I see them there. Oh, we can just break that, huh? Okay, well, there we go. And so I've been dealing with that the past few days. It's getting better, due to a lot of very intentional, thoughtful self-reflection, meditation type stuff. All tools that I've worked very hard to in my life to develop exactly to handle these scenarios, to handle these bouts of anxiety and all that kind of crap. And you know, I've been talking about it a lot on my the past few videos that I've recorded, because it just seems I mean, well, first off, it's the easy thing to talk about. It's like, boy oh boy, how do I keep filling up half hours every single time? It's like, oh, just talk about, you know, the thing that's occupying my mind. Apparently it's interesting enough for my mind to be obsessed with it for, you know, weeks on end. And so you know, that's just how it goes. But you know, I've talked about it in other episodes recently, where it's I think there's value in me being willing to be open about it, because I expect there are plenty of other people who struggle with similar things, be it anxiety or some other, you know, mood, emotional regulation, affliction type of thing, that just kind of leaves them feeling like their life experiences at present times subpar, right? And so, you know, I want to hi kitty, I know, we're gonna pet the kitty. And so I don't know, it's just one of those things where I feel like I want to, there we go, that's what I wanted. I want the investigate. Kitty, don't get caught up in the historical evil magic or whatever's happening with this. Whoops. All right. Can we just go? Oh, we can unlock this. All right. But yeah, I want to be open about it. Because I know a lot of my, oh, hey, how about that? A lot of my understandings of myself have kind of come from, in many ways, shared experiences from others who have kind of had to go through it and themselves had to deal with these types of things. So I want to do everything I can to make sure I'm, you know, contributing in a positive manner for those things, because, you know, it is an exhausting thing to deal with. And I know for me, there's always kind of like this fever pitch point it reaches. Can we not, like, oh, maybe it wants the, maybe it wants this one. Yeah, there we go. It reaches a point where, for me anyway, I'm just kind of at a point where I recognize, like, I've reached the point, maybe the better way to just sort of discuss it here would be for me to, these lighting effects are really messing with my recordings here, frankly. The fact that the lighting just spazzes out and wigs out really adds a lot of, like, latency, so I apologize if there's any like hiccups happening right now. How am I supposed to use this effectively? Where does it, where do you go? What do you do? What are you even good for? How do you even help me? Oh, here we go. I bet you in here. Yeah. There we go. Yep. And then we can climb up here, I'm assuming. Let's confring it. Confring it. But yeah, so I don't know. I just like, so lately, like with this most recent bout that I'm kind of dealing with here, it has reached the point where I'm no longer anxious about the things that were initially making me anxious. I'm not desperately afraid that my kitty is in horrible pain or dying or anything like that. You know, I've kind of, you know, reached a sense of peace about his injuries, and he's doing fine, and he'll recover just fine. Like that part of it is all good for me. Where the struggle is for me now is that, oh yeah, that's right, I literally just tried that one. Where the struggle is for me now is that my brain, my you know, whatever you want to call it, brain chemistry regulation is just so out of whack because of being in this funk as of late, that I'm, it's like I'm trying to think about how to describe it. That's why I'm kind of rambling here. I'm trying to make sense of how to describe it, to see, you know, because maybe that'll, you know, some random odd person will hear this watching a playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy, you know, the thing that everyone's clamoring for. Crowds are desperate for more of this, so you know it's going to reach a wide audience. But no, my thought is just, you know, you put it out there, right? You put it out there because you never know when someone who it means something to is going to be listening, right? It's kind of like how when you have kids, you know, you have to, I might need to toy with my graphics settings a bit on this one. I toyed with them a little bit earlier, and then I'm questioning whether that was the right move. So I may pause so I can kind of toy with that a little bit. But yeah, I wanna be, I wanna explain and talk about these things, because it's just, you never know when it's going to mean something to someone. You never know, right? It's like why you can't swear if there are kids in the house, even if you don't think they're in the room. You never know when they're in the other room listening and hearing everything that you say. So I will continue to think about how I want to explore it while I pause so I can mess with my graphic settings a second. 1 second here. Okay, we're back. We're back. I have done absolutely nothing to make sense of how I can describe my life experiences, so that it'll make sense to people. I just my experience with anxiety and depression at you know, at points in my life where it's become very severe and everything. That's a little nerve-wracking there, but we're just gonna ignore that. Hoo hey he hey. We wanted to go to that. Could just go there. Although I think I might go the other way around. I think we might go down here first. Let's go do some exploring. We're just gonna do some exploring here and do it. Like I'm kind of basically just going through and trying to get like all of the collection side of things done. So that way we can, yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. There's like stuff around. Oh, if we're gonna like follow the path straight through there, we might as well go down that one. I'm just kind of doing some collections and stuff. So like my experience with anxiety, what tends to happen is something sparks it off, right? Like things will be going well. I'll be content, happy, calm, relaxed, and that can last any number of years. Like it might go years and years before I have particularly bad bouts these days. But then what'll happen is I'll be cruising, right? Things will be going well. Things will be kind of going according to the plan, going according to the program. And then something will happen that will kind of throw a wrench in the whole system. Something that leads me, is this really the best way to go about that? What pathway am I ignoring right now? Oh, I guess that just goes like straight up, maybe? I don't know. All right, well, it's fine. We'll just keep, oh shoot, I took the thing off though. I done goofed. I didn't mean to. There we go. But yeah, so something will, you know, like my cat getting injured, and making me super depressed and guilty about that, you know, so something like that will spark it off. And then what happens for me, and there's nothing medical or scientific really about what I'm saying. This is just sort of me trying to describe what it feels like, for whatever that is or isn't worth to people. But what happens is it's almost like my brain recognizes those anxiety pathways. Suddenly my brain is like, oh, we know this. We know what the program here is. Let's do all of our depression stuff. Oh, are we repairing stuff? That's fine. We can repair. And so it's almost like my brain is now like, hey, okay, you know, like we're gonna go ahead and do that. This is familiar. We know what the deal is here, and it's 0%, right? The pathways, the brain things that I actually want. Like I don't want that to be what my brain is doing at all. But that's what it's doing because it, you know, it recognizes the pathway almost. And it's like, oh, we know the program, we can do this. And then it goes and does it, right? It's kind of like, it's almost like trying to break a bad habit or falling into a bad habit for me, right? Because the anxiety comes for me, it comes for us all. It comes for me and it starts making me feel like there's something wrong and that I've done something wrong and that I need to be doing something different. It doesn't matter often whether or not there is something. Like a lot of times there is an initial problem, like, you know, there's something wrong that needs fixing, or at the very least that I could be doing something about, right? Like it'll start that way. I guess I'll deal with these guys. But yeah, like it starts off that way. And the problem is that my brain's like, aha, like we've done this, we know this program, we can handle this, we can do this program, we can stick with it again, even when we're done, right? It's like it tries to do that. It's like, you know, it's like I have to imagine, like, I don't want to liken it because they're two different issues that are two very serious things that deserve their own, you know, considerations. But it's like, imagine an alcoholic, right? It's like you can do great staying off the, staying off it for years and years, And then like you think, oh wait, I think I'm good to go. I can hang out with my friends and they're going to a bar for so and so's birthday party. You know what, I'm good. I can handle this just this once, right? I can handle it. But then, you know, those neural pathways, those brain pathways that just recognize the situation, they get you. And that's when the craving shows up, right? And it's like, oh shoot, you know, here we go again. It's similar to that. It's almost like my brain is, you know, and there probably is some psychological or like biochemical situation about this that can kind of explain why it feels this way and why it has, you know, why I have this experience with it. But it's almost like my brain's addicted to, you know, the pathway, the struggle pathway, because it's almost like there is some form of like stimulus and reward situation with it. So my brain, you know, it feels this, it recognizes this, and it wants to fall back into it. And it's exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting that it constantly throws me into this, because then, you know, just like, you know, using the, whether it's appropriate or not, using the alcoholism comparison here, you know, it's like, just like with that situation where it's like, okay, crap, now we got to start from ground zero. We have to break ourselves out of this pathway here. Oh man, that anvil's a rough way to go. You know, and so it's like that's where I'm at right now, is the recognition that I'm in it, and so now I need to make very intentional, concerted efforts to break myself out of that cycle. And what's a particularly vicious part of it is the cycle begins with feeling too tired to be able to do that. You just feel too exhausted, you know, or it feels wrong to do things. Like that's the sinister part of it for me. It's like I say, the pathway, you know, the brain thought is that there's something wrong. I need to be doing something different. Like I need to be doing something, maybe a better way to describe it is there's something productive I should be doing. I should be doing something helpful. I should be doing something beneficial, right? And so that's where, you know, like I say, the example of, you know, where I'm at right now, the one that I'm going through with my cat, right? Like even though I logically know that there's nothing to do but just give it time for his shoulder to heal, it'll heal. Cats are remarkably good at healing. And even while he's healing, he's not bothered by it at all. Dude's still climbing up. His balance almost seems better than beforehand, because for the first time in my life, I saw him sitting in a windowsill. He never does that. He never sits in a windowsill. During a windstorm, no less. While gusts of wind are going through the window, driving everything, you know, knocking over chairs and plants inside. Dude's balanced on there with a bad shoulder. So, like, clearly he's fine. Right, clearly there isn't anything that I am doing wrong or need to be doing differently to help the buddy with his healing process, because it is working right now. He is able to go through it. He is healing himself, and there's nothing else to worry about. But because there is something wrong, right? Because he is injured right now. He is presently still injured. My brain doesn't want to relax. It wants to, oh shoot, I forgot, I need to go get more Molosweet. It wants to accuse me essentially of being lazy and not doing what I should be doing to help my cat, right? And that's how it starts. And then it's just a domino effect of that continued feeling, just over and over again, never ending, never stopping, never ceasing. And it just gets exhausting. And so, you know, I have to sit here and I have to go through the efforts of intentionally fighting it. And one of the best ways for me to do that, I am an incredibly schedule oriented person. My tool wheel slots are full. That's right. I remember that with these Chinese jumping cabbages. So as someone who's incredibly schedule oriented, one of the best things I can do is just go about my day as I would if there weren't anything. Did I skip something? What's this? No, okay, that's completed. The Tomb of Treachery. Yeah, let's just travel there. And so that's like why I'm sitting here making myself record, even though I can't shut up about my anxiety and everything. And I hate obsessing over it. For a lot of reasons. One of the biggest reasons which I hate talking about it is because I hate acknowledging it at all. It feels like it gives it power that it doesn't deserve. And it feels like I am letting myself be controlled by this. I feel like I'm dropping frames like nobody's business right now. Feels like the game is really struggling to keep up with things right now, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. Oh, we snapped into it. We snapped back to reality. But yeah, it's... let's go ahead and but yeah, it's doing these recordings is one of those things, one of those like normal things that helps me kind of reclaim my life from it all. Because it helps put me back into a space of, oh, we're going about normal life. I'm allowed to go about normal life. I don't need to feel bad about going through normal life. And so it's all part of the process, so to speak, for me. There we go. We need to get it in there, huh? Okay. So that's why I'm sitting here doing this, even though like every part of my brain is screaming at me to not be doing something like this because it's fun, right? Like, as I enjoy doing this, my brain is like, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing work things. You should be working on something. Come on. All right, yeah, that works right there for now. I want you to go through this doorway. No. Oh wait, hold on. But we can make this work, I think. There we go, you stupid thing. I really wish I could just, like, push it. Or, like, Leviosa it. I can't do that, right? No, it won't let me. Yep, nope. Gotta depulse it. But yeah, so it's like, that's why I'm sitting here doing this, because it is a fun thing and I am enjoying myself. But I also know that this is part of the process of getting myself out of this depressive funk. Like, I need to do normal things. I need, because part of it for me is it's almost like I'm reminding my brain that, like, it is okay for me to do normal life things or have fun, even if something is wrong. Because it kind of rebuilds the positive pathways of things continue to be okay, even though I am not obsessing over what's wrong, even though I'm not obsessively searching for a solution and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's why I'm sitting here doing this, and like I say, babbling on and on and on to, you know, ad nauseum, to the point that it probably annoys the crap out of everyone. Hi, Ralph. Oh, hey, we can buy a broom from you? That's sick. I mean, I don't know that I need it. Oh, I am going to buy Mallow Sweet Leaves from you if I can buy all of them on those. I feel like the broom is good for my collection, right? I'll do that. I want to sell both of these because I don't need them in any way, shape, or form. Take my crap from me. Yeah, that's just kind of where it's at. And it is time for me to say thank you so much for joining me. I do love and appreciate all of you. Like I say, I want to share all of these things, and I want to, while it's on the brain, because you never know if there's someone out there who's going to stumble on this video and be like, oh, yeah, it's good to know, even if it's not helpful. It's like, it's good to know that there's other people that go through this. So on that note, I guess the words of wisdom are, don't be afraid to share when you're struggling. Don't be afraid to talk about that. Because A, that's how you can receive the help that you may need. But B, it is also a really great way to, you know, if you're on the up and up, kind of like I am right now, it's a great way to help someone else who might need it, because it doesn't, you know, helping someone doesn't have to be a big grand gesture. You don't have to be a psychologist, therapist, whatever, you know, profession you want to talk about. You don't need to be that level to be helpful, right? You can just be someone who's kind, someone who understands, someone who's patient. It can just be those things. And so I'm just trying to express, you know, my willingness to be that for anyone else. So I don't know. At any rate, let's all be a bit more open and knowledgeable about our own struggles and emotions and all that kind of stuff. There's not really any negatives to that whole scenario. So that's what I got for you. But anyway, love you. Bye.